Welcome back, everyone. This is Jaronitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6. We are starting episode 22? 23? You know, I honestly don't know. I joke about not knowing, but this time I really and truthfully don't remember. I'm just so tired. So very tired. I've spent an ungodly large amount of time working on getting things ready for this episode. Last episode was kind of short, specifically because I was not prepared. I thought I was prepared, but I wasn't. And now I have pretty much everything handled Thaumcraft-wise. I've moved somewhere around a dozen nodes. I'll show you that here in just a second. Basically what I did was I went and I found a decent node and I moved it, and then I went around, charged up my wands, and found another node and moved it, and then the third node I moved. Then I just stood around my house and waited for the nodes I moved to charge so I could charge my wands off of them, and then it got a lot easier at that point, because then I would just go around here, work on some things. Then when I suddenly have, it's like, oh look, now I've got the V to drain and go back and do that. So I would go back and I would do that, and I'd move another node. And the more nodes you move, the easier it gets to move nodes. And are these things continuing to multiply, or am I just not picking them up? Anyway, as you can see, I'm leveling where my old house was. I intend to make this a garden area / bee biome. Not biome, but a bee habitat. And this is one of the many things that I did while I was waiting for wand recharging to happen. So let's go over here real quick, since that's still, well actually that's almost done. When it finally finishes, it'll still drain power even though it's not doing anything. So let's wait just a second and we should be done. Because one of my problems I have is that I am running out of power way too quickly. I'm burning through it at a rather alarming rate, actually. But having the coal necessary to continue to generate it is not being as simple as I would like it to be. So one of the things we're going to try to do, although I know I won't have enough time this episode to do it all, we're going to start getting together a coal generating system. Let's see. Yeah, plenty of stuff to pick up. And okay, this thing is done. So yes, I filled in my stairs that lead down to my mob spawner killer. The filler did that automatically, and that's okay. I can dig those back out. I wanted it to fill in all this bottom section here, and so I figured it'd be worth it to have to dig out my stairs and stuff in order to have the benefit of not having to fill in that huge area that was there. So that part is done, thankfully. Alright, so let's see, that goes there. And I'll worry about putting the rest of this stuff up here in just a minute. So for now, if you notice, you can see my aura nodes. There they are, lots of them. I decided to put them on the roof over the infusion enchanter, and of course I put an elevator because these blocks are just too cool not to play with. And now I centered them all right around this. Later there will be a automatic recharge, automatic wand charging pedestal, and we will get some use out of that. So I am currently full. As you can see, all these different nodes. This is a pure node. It purifies the aura around, and of course to counteract that one, I decided to go and find and bring back a sinister node. Sinister nodes they corrupt the aura around you, and they supposedly make monsters spawn, although I'm not seeing it. It may be because I have my magnum torch here, and that may be preventing that from happening. So while I've been waiting around trying to get this stuff figured out and moving nodes, I've done a couple other things. But first, before I get into that, I have one more node that I want to move. Because, like I said before, I wanted to show you guys moving nodes on camera. My intention was for last episode to get to move one node on camera, and then off camera move a whole bunch of nodes, you know, aside from them. And obviously that didn't work out. Things didn't happen very nicely. It was really just a little twist that they threw at us. I thought it was kind of unnecessary, but whatever the case may be, it can be argued either way. We should be good to go now, though. Let me hook this back in real quick, because otherwise this isn't going to work correctly. And go. Okay, so that should drain that out and around. This one is, okay, I need to change this one to left side input. Right? Yes, okay. So, one of the first things I did was I went and I put the gold caps on the silverwood wand that I had made. So that made it so that I could hold 100V. So then I took this wand, and actually since this one's not full, we'll go ahead and fill it. Since that wand could hold 100V, I used it to move my first node. And then I went around recharging it and then recharging it until finally I went ahead and made the Thaumy embossed silverwood wand. And now I have this one and I have this one here as well. I also actually made the stuff so that I could make another one. And now that I have all these nodes here, I'm actually going to go ahead and do so. And let's see, this one is not going to have enough, but this one will. So now we can actually make another extra wand. So that being the case, now I need to recharge these wands so I can move that node, like I had said. So now we're just going to stand here and sneeze. And we're going to recharge this wand until we can go move that node. Now I have 3 wands that can hold 100 each. Chances are the one with the gold caps will be put off to the side because the thaumium capped ones are much more efficient. They're better wands overall. Okay, that one's full. Alright, we should need some earth. And some order. Where's my order? There's the order. Okay. Holding shift now, we look in the top left corner and it shows 100 for each. Excellent. As long as I'm charging wands, I want to go ahead and charge everything I can. That way, while I'm doing other things, the nodes will regenerate their V's so that I can come back and steal some more later. And that puts this one at 100 of everything as well. So we're going to spend just a few more seconds here. We're going to continue to drain this stuff down and try to fill my newest wand. That way, like I said, these things can go ahead and be regenerating while we're doing other things. So while this is doing this, we'll talk for a minute about what else I did while I was waiting for nodes to regenerate and moving nodes and so on. One of the other things that I spent time doing was research. Lots and lots of research. I'm so sick and tired of research, it is absolutely ridiculous. I am hopefully never ever going to research again, although I know that's not true because I have not finished all the research. Far from it, actually. So, yeah, wishful thinking can be wishful thinking. Anyway, one of the things I did was research Golemancy. Golemancy, if you've never played before, is basically little minions who run around and do your bidding. Hello? Oh, I'm full on that. So the idea is to make little minions who go around and do things for you. Okay, that's all I can do for this one. So let's go over here. There's actually a node really close by that I didn't notice before. Notice, haha. I think it's right over here. Yes, there it is. I can see it through the grass now. It was actually right next to my house, and it's a really nice node, actually. I was very disappointed that I hadn't noticed it before. 41 fire, 41 Perdito, and 41 whatever the heck that stupid symbol is for building stuff. I can't remember now. Anyway, so we're gonna take this node with us because whereas it is close to the house and it would be easy to access otherwise, I'm still taking it with me because it's not with my other nodes and I want all my nodes together. So we're gonna build around this, and then we're going to build around the edges of the node, of course not putting them where the node is directly. And then we're gonna build the top on this. Cool, I got the number right. And then, without making too much of a mess, we're going to cap it off with wooden slabs. And then, with the wand that I don't have enough charge in, the only wand that I don't have enough charge in I try to use, we are going to right click it, and this is going to expend quite a bit of energy, but we now have a node in a jar. Yay! So now we can take this node home with us, put it up there with the other nodes, and it will add to my ability to charge my wands. I will continue to move nodes off camera just because I want to have more. Too many is almost enough, you know, that kind of thing. So everywhere that there is a jar up here, I'm going to put a node on top of. So as I put these on here, I'm taking the jar out from underneath. That way I know I don't need to put one there. So now, to get the node out of the jar, we right click it with the wand. The jar is destroyed, unfortunately, because that really stinks, to be honest. I mean, you lose a lot of stuff that way. So, but anyway, that's destroyed, and now the node is here. We've added this to my storage room of nodes. It's not really a room per se, but you understand the concept. So that takes care of the node moving. Now I can charge my wands at my leisure. Let me down, and we can move on. So what else do we want to do? Let's see, this can go in here for now. We shouldn't need, well actually yeah, we will need these. So I want to make some golems. Specifically because I'm actually starting to run out of wand focused equal tray wide. Oh, because I don't have my focus pouch out. I'm starting to run out of food is what it really comes down to. So because I'm running out of food, I want to start making golems to handle my food processing. So we're gonna grab the Thaumonomicon, which I left in here just now, and we're going to let's see. Okay, so we're going to look up Golemancy. Golemancy has its own tab over here on the side. There is a large number of things. If you look around here, I haven't even finished it all. I mean, I still haven't done the Golem core use. I still haven't done the Golem core decanting. I think I've got most of the basic golems done, but I haven't done advanced golems. I've got all these upgrade tabs. And they're actually very complicated, but what we're going to do is we're going to start out small. We're going to make a couple golems, and we're going to put them to work. Now, I made a couple straw golems. The straw golems are really kind of crappy, not really worth a whole lot at all. But I made them so I could scan them, so I could have more stuff to do the research. So, that being said, we're going to start, and we're going to make some golems. So I made a harvest core. A golem core, you basically start with some nitor and you put bricks around it, and it requires 5 ordo and 5 ignis, and this is in the arcane workbench, so this is just out of your wand, so that's excellent. I made a bunch of these empty cores since I have, you know, all these aura nodes so close at hand now. So the gather core is what we want to make to start up. because we want to have the golems pick up things that fall on the ground. So we're going to take a blank animation core, we're going to drop it in a crucible when the crucible has greed and terra in it. So one of the things I'm not sure of is where you get the greed aspect, what items it's on. So I'm going to look over here for the greed aspect and find out that it is on a whole bunch of crap. Wow, okay. Let's see, we're going to go with gold. I should have plenty of gold, and yeah, I'm going to go with gold. So let's see, we need gold, and the other was earth. I'm fairly certain earth is on dirt, and I'm going to go ahead and check on what we have for gold. There we go, we got plenty of gold, and gold has 2 per, so that should be plenty. And then we're going to go ahead and get some dirt. And dirt has 2 per as well. So that should do very nicely to get us started on Golemancy. Alright, so according to this, we're going to need 5 and 5, which makes it very inconvenient. It's an odd number, and we have even numbers on what we already have. And we'll need some blank animation cores. So let's see. We're going to have 5 greed and 5 earth, so we'll just make 2 of these. So we'll go with 10 greed and 10 earth and 2 animation cores. So here's the animation cores. We'll go with 2 of those, and then we're going to need 10 of each of the others. So let's see, this is 2 each, so we will need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5 of those, and we'll just do the same here with 5 of these. So now we're standing in front of this, we're going to go click, click, and click, and boom, Golem Animation Core, gather. Excellent. And that's exactly what I wanted to happen. So, the other thing is now we have an extra 15 metallum here. 15 metallum. No, it's 15 magic and you throw a brick in there. I was going to see if I could make something extra out of it, but that's not going to happen. Why are we getting other stuff? Oh, it's breaking down into its primal aspects. Okay, well, that's going to make a bit of a mess, and I'll worry about that some other time. For now, we've got the gather cores, and we've got a harvest core. The harvest core is going to harvest any plants that are already ready, that are full grown, and that will be a golem that does that. And then the gather one will pick up anything that's laying on the ground, and it will put it in a chest that you designate. So what we need now is a golem that can actually do what we want it to do. I don't actually want to use the straw golems because they're really crap. They are not the greatest things in the world to use. So I want something. Let's see. This can hold 8 items. Its speed is average. Everything else is average, and it can hold 2 upgrades. This is actually not too bad at all. We're gonna need magic tallow though. And we're going to need zombie flesh and magic to make magic tallow. So we're going to want to make... we're actually probably going to want to make several of these. So we're going to need 9 magic tallow per tallow block. And 1 tallow block per tallow golem. So since we're going to be making 1 gatherer, and 1 harvest and 2 gatherers... well, actually, you know what? For now, we're just going to make 1 of each. So we're going to want to make 2 of those, which means we need to make 2 of the tallow blocks. That's 18 of the actual tallow. So that means that we need 18 zombie flesh. And then, let's see, it was 2 magic per zombie flesh. So what do we have that just has magic? Is there anything that only has magic in it? I don't think there is. But let's see. We can use... I know that we can use Greatwood logs because they have 1 magic per. But that's going to leave us with a lot of extra wood. Well, you know, I'll clean up the mess later. For the purpose of this, we're just going to go ahead and do it. So let's see, it's 2 magic per, and we want to make 18 total, so that means that we actually need 32 magic, because it's 2 magic per, so 32 would only be 32 magic for 18. No, that is right, that's right. Okay, so now, hopefully without making too much of a mess, we'll do that and that. And yep, I made too much of a mess because we only got 15 out of that. So that's not enough, and we're kind of making a big mess. That's okay, we can do that. Make an even bigger mess, and then we will just clean it up real quick. You can actually make too much of a mess. If you have too much of this stuff all at the same place, it will actually spawn little evil thaumium slimes, or thaumic slimes. They're very interesting, actually. I did it in my test world while I was getting this stuff ready. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We need to do this again because we didn't get enough, probably because there was already some messed up stuff in there before. So since I know we're going to want to do this a couple more times, we're going to go ahead and just make a whole bunch more and make a whole bunch more mess that I'll clean up later and you guys won't have to see. So let's just take that, and then we'll do that, and we wound up with a total of 35, and how is there excess in there? It's empty. Oh, okay. That's better. So I have some sort of status effect on me. Flux taint. But it's supposed to be over now. Whoops. Oh, that's the floaty kind. Whoops. Oh, okay, it was doubled over. That's why it wouldn't let me. Anyway, so yeah, apparently I've got flux taint that's supposed to not be there anymore. It says it's gone, but I guess we're hanging on to it for now. Anyway, so now we have that. We can go in here and we can actually make the blocks of flesh. And now we have what we need to make the golems. Now, the problem that we have now is that we actually need some more aspects, and I don't think I have the items necessary for it. It's the one thing that I actually forgot about. We're probably going to have to make a quick trip to the Nether to try to get a couple of the other items necessary to get this going. Let's take a look real quick. So we want to make tallow golems. We've got the tallow blocks. That's wonderful. So the next thing we want is we need Humanus, Modus, and Spiritus. Humanus is in zombie flesh. That's why I have excess of it. Modus is in rubber, which is why I have left of it. And then we need Spiritus. Unfortunately, Spiritus, I believe the easiest form of getting it is in soul sand. And I don't have any. Spiritus, let's see. Oh, monster heads, straw golems, gas tears, and soul sand. I don't have enough monster heads because it's going to require... No. It's going to require 8 Spiritus. And, well, actually, you know, I might have enough mob heads. Let's go take a look how many mob heads I have, because if it's actually 2 apiece, and I need 8 apiece, so I'm making 2 of them, means I need 16 total. And oh wow, they have 4 apiece. 4, 8, 12, 16 total. Excellent. That is much better. This way I don't have to go anywhere. We can just throw this sucker together. Alrighty, so now that we have this clear, that's great. So now we'll take this off to the side because we don't need these together right now. We will have... Would you stop that? Thank you. We're going to do 2 of those. So that's going to require that. And then we're going to need 8 modus. 2 of each of these. So... Oh, actually we're doubling it. So 2 of these per, so we're going to need 16 total, which means 8 rubber. And then, what did I say the last piece was? Oh, that's right, the humanus. So we're going to need 16 of the zombie flesh, and then this should get it going. So now we'll go over here, and we're going to... Is there a taint? That's getting annoying. Whatever, anyway. So we drop the heads in, we drop the rubber in, we drop the flesh in, and then we drop those in, and we get 1 tallow golem, because apparently something didn't sit right. Okay, maybe we can only make 1 of these at a time. It seems that way. Let's see. According to this, we have 13 humanus. That's plenty. We don't have enough spiritus, and we don't have enough modus, and we just have a general mess on our hands. Oh well. We'll just clear that, and we'll do some cleanup again. Because I'm tired of standing in these stuff, and that's fine. Come here, and give me that. Wow, this is taking a little bit more than I expected it to, but that's okay. There's the golem there. There's the tallow golem. That's wonderful. Well, it looks like all we'll manage to do this episode is get the farm up and going. We should be able to anyway. So, let's see. We need another 2 zombie heads. The 2 zombie heads should give us what we need as far as that's concerned. Because we're only going to make 1 more. And we need 8 total spiritus, so that's that. And then we're going to need some more humanus, which is going to be 8 more zombie flesh, which I have here. And then 4 more rubber. Alright, let's try this again. Heads, flesh, rubber, oops, tallow. And bingo, we now have 2, and these don't stack. That's interesting. 25, 286, 2. 25, 286, 2. Okay, these guys don't stack. Well, that's fine. Okay, so now we have that. We have the golems themselves, which is here and here. We have the gather animation core, and we have the harvest animation core. So you'd think that we are ready to go now. Unfortunately, we still want to make 1 more thing, because the harvest one, he will harvest and throw on the ground stuff, but he will not replant the stuff. And I don't want to have to go behind him replanting constantly. So we need to make a core that is going to make them smarter. Fired up, stronger, faster, perceptive. Perceptive should be the intelligence one. Oh, thank God, this is easy to make. Okay. Let's see. Range, accuracy, benefit. Okay. To make sure that, to make sure this is actually going to do correctly, we're going to look at the harvest core. And we should now, since I've researched that, it should show us order upgrade. It's order. Harvest golems fitted with this upgrade will now attempt to replant the crop they just harvested. So we need an order upgrade. Which one was the one I was looking at? Whoops. More organized. Perceptive. I would have made that wrong. Golem more organized. Order upgrade. So this is going to be an order shard surrounded by gold nuggets. And I can manage that quite easily as well. And look at that. I even had gold up here. Didn't even have to go downstairs for it. But that's fine. Let's see. Order shards. You know what? We're just going to make a bunch of these. I just don't see any reason not to. So, let's see. We'll just do that. That's way too many nuggets. I don't care. And now we're going to do that. And boom. Now we have what we need there. So, now because, wow, I shouldn't have made this many nuggets. We're going to compact some of these nuggets back down. And that should be good enough because we're going to be making more of these cores later anyway. So, now we can actually go over here and try this out. Hopefully this is going to work nicely and not make a horrible mess. It may make a horrible mess. We'll find out. Alright, so I'm going to put these guys to work over here. Hopefully their range will be enough to be able to do this. So I'm going to put my auto sort ender chest here. And then we're going to take the golems. And we're going to place one on the chest here, which should attach him to that inventory. And we'll place the other one here. Now, they don't do anything because they don't know to do anything because they're too stupid. So, without giving them a core, they don't know what they're... Why did I do that? They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. So, this guy, we're going to give the gather core. So now we right-click it on him. Oh, cool. It has a little noise that it makes now, too. And now we're going to put the harvest core. Well, actually, can we put the upgrade on him first? Yes, we can. And then if you see right there, it actually shows the little thing right there. So the next thing we're going to do is hit this guy with the harvest core, and now he goes to work. All right, he is harvesting, and he is replanting. Excellent. Wow, and he's actually doing it fairly quickly. This will be a lot faster than he actually needs to be. I was about to say, don't tell me he's done already. He's still got a long way to go. Maybe I should have put them closer at hand. I wonder what his range is. Well, his range doesn't seem to be very far. Let's see. I know we can upgrade the range with the perception, and that is water shards surrounded by gold nuggets. And since this guy can hold a second upgrade, I'm going to go make a second upgrade and give it to him and see how much that increases his range. Because currently he's only harvesting half my garden, and I don't like that. So, see, I told you we'd need these. Let's see. Which one was it? It was perception water. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and make 6 of these as well. And we'll go add this to them. Okay, I guess we'll make 5. Whatever. Alright, now we're going to go add this to him, and hopefully that'll increase his range to where he can reach the whole garden. Otherwise, I'll have to just plant him in the center. Well, actually, that would actually work, but let's increase your range and your range. Now, in the worst case scenario, I can actually move these guys over. I don't have to put them on the edge here. My intention was to extend this garden out to this direction. That way, this right here would be the actual center, but that doesn't seem to be where we're going to wind up at. Either that or I'll just have to have multiple golems. I really hope that's not the case. The perception moved him forward 1 space. Really? Okay, well, here we're going to get into the Golemancy bells. The Golemancy... Whoops, I need that down here so I can read about it. The Golemancy bell is how you command your golems. You can pick them up with all its upgrades by left-clicking on them, and that's what I'm going to do in this case. Because I don't like the way they are functioning, we're going to say stop. No, stop. No, okay, sorry, wrong one. No, he picked up and sorted the other golem. Well, I guess I can't yell at him. He did his job. He just did it better than I really expected him to. That was actually pretty funny. Alright, so because this is not working the way I wanted it to, we're going to move this over, and we're going to sacrifice this 1 spot of harvesting, of planting section, in order to have the golems be here. So now, with this tallow golem, we are going to put him, and he is upgraded with the gather core. Going to put him there with the gather core, and now, where is he going? What the heck just happened? What? What are you doing, dude? Okay. Where'd he go? What just happened? Where's my golem? Okay. I don't understand what just happened. Where's my golem? Why did he come running down here? I picked him up with the bell and he's gone. What the heck is going on around here? Okay, well, for some reason that didn't work. Don't really understand why. Don't really understand what just happened. But my golem's gone. My other golem's been sorted. And we're past the wrapping up point for the episode. So, in between episodes, I'm going to try to figure out what in the heck just happened. And we'll try to fix it. And we'll come back and hopefully I'll have figured it out. Until then, give me a like, give me a subscription, comment, say hi. And remember to help spread the gaming.